Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Gary House, leader of the Run Strong Club. As promised, I've got the first look, or my first look, at the Salomon Ultra Glide today. So here we are in my local forest trails of Llandegla in North Wales. We are just walking up to a pretty flat trail route that I'm going to use for my run, and I have bought the Salomon Ultra Glides. I'll get used to all the names. I've bought the Salomon Ultra Glides to check out, hopefully to find the perfect shoe for this ultra trail Snowdonia. 100 miles, like I've said before, across mixed terrain, mountain, trail. The weather will play a big part. It could be boggy, could be wet, could be wet rock, could be hard packed trail. There's a big mix. So if I'm being honest, I don't think there is the perfect shoe for the whole course. So it's going to be about compromise somewhere. Now, maybe it's my age, maybe I'm just a little bit slower these days, but 100 miles in the mountains require a bit more cushioning than maybe when I was bobbing around doing the shorter, faster trails. So let's have a look at the shoe. I've chosen black, nice understated stealth bomber kind of style. There's too many people trying to make loud noises with their shoes at the minute, so I like the fact that they've just gone black, grey, red sole, bit kind of Louboutin. So contra grip underneath. This kind of trail will be perfect for them, or hard pack trail. It's not suited for kind of fell running or anything like that, but that's not what it's aimed for. Moving on to the midsole, we'll keep it simple. It's just a bigger stack than usual, or bigger midsole than usual from Salomon. A little bit wider in a toe box than some of the more precision fit ones. I've just run the first 2 kilometers up to this point. I'm a size 9. These are a 9, and yeah, they fit well. If I was going to kind of grumble a little bit, I'd want a little bit more room in the toe box. But yeah, I've just got wide feet, and most of the kind of top end shoes don't give you that these days. But if you're thinking that the normal Salomon precision fit shoes just don't fit you because they're a little bit too narrow, these might be worth a try on in a good like local retailer. The tongue is the first thing that I would notice. So I'm used to the S slabs and some of the things, like I think the Salomon Glides have the same. It's quite a built up tongue. So it's quite a thick tongue, if that makes sense. Same goes for the kind of where the heel sits. That's quite built up and thick, which I'm not really used to. It doesn't feel around that area like it's a typical Salomon shoe. Might be proved wrong when I start running, but I think I'm just used to having a shoe where you could wear with no socks. Yeah, weight, like I said, 260 grams, but it is up to 300 grams in a size 9. Doesn't feel heavy, feels light, feels even, so it's not kind of all in the sole, and it's not all in the upper. Obviously I've only worn them for the first 2 kilometers, so I'm not going to know too much about durability, but they look well built. The front end, if I can show you that, I'll have to brush up on my camera skills, but yeah, there's a good few layers on there. Hopefully that's just for a bit of protection. It's a nice warm day in the forest. I know it probably doesn't look it, but it is a warm day. And I'm just hoping that they dissipate heat okay. First impressions on that first 2K, nice spring, nice bounce, very comfy. So I'm hoping to just log some easy miles in now, and I will get back to you. So we're coming up to around 5 miles in the new shoes, which obviously isn't the biggest test in the world, but this is about the first impressions and it's pretty positive. If I'm honest, I've already forgotten that I've got new shoes on. If it wasn't for the video and the YouTube review, then I would just be running around the trails without a care in the world, really. Through the middle of the shoe, through the midsole, there is a good level of responsiveness. It's got a fancy name, can't remember what that is. I'll try and put it up on the screen after I've edited all this, but yeah, you can feel that if you were looking for a bit of responsiveness with comfort, that's what I can feel right now. Whether that will change as time goes on, I'm not sure. But yeah, like Salomon do that kind of stuff really well, don't they? I think like moving freely and smoothly over trails is pretty much what I think of as a Salomon shoe. Like if you think of, when I think of innovate, I think aggressive fell running and fell racing and mud and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised that feels good through the midsole. The fit is really good. Now I'm running in them, I don't feel like they're narrow at all, and again, remember, I like them on the wider side, so don't be put off by that. Give them a try. What else? Like the sun is out and my feet do feel a little bit warm. Now you could argue that I've got kind of a pair of winter socks on, they're quite thick. I don't really have any thinner socks. But I can feel around here like in that area, like I was saying, where it's not the kind of S-lab material that on some of the Salomon shoes, I just feel a bit warm. Yeah, I've only been going 45 minutes or something. Would I want to run all day in them? I'll find out in the next run when I take them on a big long run in the mountains. So I'll hopefully be able to do a follow-up video on what they are like on a kind of 4 or 5 hour run in the mountains, which will be more specific to what I need. So yeah, I think that's it for first impressions. Not a lot more to say, apart from the fact that yeah, they cost £130, which I probably should have mentioned. That's what I paid for them. They might be a little bit less, a little bit more, depending on what you can find. So for £130 at the moment, if I can race in them in a long mountain race, I would justify it. If I can do long mileage in training, I would justify it. Yeah, if I just want them as a recovery shoe, I can't justify it. So time will tell. In a few days, like I said, I've got a bigger mountain run to do that I'm gonna wear these on, and I will come back to you with more info on the Salomon Ultra glides. If you've got any questions or thoughts about the shoe, let me know below before the next video. If you've got any topics or kind of questions about training that you want me to cover in these videos, comment below and I will make sure that I can reply to you and maybe get a video done. And if you do start to enjoy them, please make sure you subscribe, like, all that business, because then you will get to see more of me and less of everyone else.